Hey guys, I am a firm believer in talking about math. So I just wanted to show you what I used every day in my classroom. These were just my daily slides, and I just had a quick little curious question. I asked my students, everyone got the chance to answer. If they didn't want to answer, they didn't have to, but we did what we called number talks. Okay, so this is obviously the beginning of the year. We started with the number 54. At the beginning of the year, I was just talking to my students about the different ways to write a number: standard form, expanded form, base 10 blocks, word form. And so we were doing that. Another thing that I did with this number talk is ways to make 54. So having them understand that they could do it in 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 4. Or some of them would understand that 20 and 30 made 50, and they would break it down that way. So just having students talk about numbers is really, really important. I would also write these different ways on the board. Then we also had what I called a problem of the day. Now, obviously, this is beginning of the year, so this was super simple. TJ had $10 to spend at the book fair. He spent $4. How much does he have left? So we worked on problem solving every single day. This one obviously is the operation of subtraction, and so we would talk about the difference between addition and subtraction, and so forth and so on. And then I also had a joke of the day. After we were done with this slide and we had all worked it in our journal, I would do a joke of the day, and they all thought it was super fun. So this was beginning of year. Notice the simplicity in it and how it worked. So this was toward the end of the year. Obviously, that question there is just fun. But this is where my kids got to. So we had already done addition of 2-digit numbers. We had done addition of 3-digit numbers. Now look how large those are. We had done subtraction of 2-digit numbers, and then now subtraction of 3-digit numbers. We had already talked about the contextual understanding of multiplication and division. And so I was writing these down, and they could use multiple different strategies in figuring out the answer. So this is where we led to. So this is all second grade. And then this would have been a problem of the day at the end of second grade. Second grade raised $659 in the coin wars. Fourth grade raised $394 in the coin wars. How much more did second grade raise than fourth grade? So obviously this is a 3-digit. My students learned that you could either subtract to find the difference, or you could count on. So you could either say 659 minus 394, or you could start with 394 and count up to 659 on a number line. So by this point, I'd already taught standard algorithm with regrouping, so that's probably their choice. But I just wanted to show you kind of the progression. So if you kind of look through this, obviously it goes, notice that the numbers, they're getting bigger. Obviously we went into the thousands place. So as I click through these, different things are happening. Notice here in the problem of the day what the numbers are doing. We're still dealing with 2-digit numbers, and that's September. So that must have been us working on number lines. I threw something in there like that. Just wanted to kind of give a little idea. If you're not talking about numbers and letting your kids verbalize their thinking about numbers, it's going to be difficult for them to understand quite a bit. So let me know what questions you have. Let me know if you want any specifics on this particular information, and I can shoot you some info.